Due reverence and worship to God means reverencing our very selves. It means being able to look in the mirror and see a masterpiece of God. When we get back to this core truth, where we can hear God speaking to us, saying, "You're not so bad. In fact, you're pretty amazing. In fact, of all of creation, you are my crowning achievement. You are the world's greatest masterpiece. You're more valuable than any piece of art hanging on the wall at the Metropolitan Museum. You are a masterpiece made in the image of God." We have to bring that in and connect the dots between an idea and the way we live, the way we feel about ourselves, the way that we feel about each other. When we can live this way, we are giving true worship to God, which we owe him, and due reverence. It's like if a master, like a Michelangelo or a Da Vinci, creates a beautiful work of art, and then we walk by it every day like, it's not that good. You know, it's like, what are we actually saying about the master? But that's actually what we're doing with ourselves all the time, and that's actually what we're saying to the master. Because the way we treat ourselves is a reflection on who created us. Due reverence and worship to God means reverencing our very selves. It means being able to look in the mirror and see a masterpiece of God. And it also means not just sitting with that as an idea, but doing everything in our power to make sure that we're not irreverencing his masterpiece. If I worked in the museum and I every day walked past the painting and I carried a cup of coffee and I couldn't keep the coffee still, and every day I was like spilling it a little bit over on the painting, like I owe it to Michelangelo and the museum and everybody else who looks at that painting to like put the coffee down, learn how to walk without spilling it. Like it's my duty. I owe reverence to the masterpiece. We owe reverence to ourselves. So that means that learning about everything that's happening in our mindset, everything that's happening in our emotional life, that all this anxiety, all this depression, all this frustration, all this irritability, all of this franticness, running around like we have to do. We have to produce. We have to excel at all of these different things. It's in some way an act of irreverence